There we go. Okay. So welcome everybody, and I'm so excited to have you guys all here for our workshop on creating ripples. And in this session, we're going to explore how small actions in community service can lead to big, significant impacts, and how to build better collaborations through social media, and how you can also join existing ripples for an even bigger impact. I want to start off by just sharing a little bit about myself. So, my name is Serena Gandhi, and I am a junior in high school, and I've been with Key Club for over 3 years. And I'm currently serving as the president of the Santa Clara High School Key Club with over 210 members during my time there. And I have been privileged to complete like 1,000 hours of community service in areas like animal care, STEM, and environmental projects. So I want to keep it engaging and I want to hear about your community service experiences. Once again, you can unmute right in the chat, but what projects have you worked on through Key Club? It can be anything from making cards, building things. I'm seeing things in the chat. Overnight oats, cards for hospitals, trash cleanups. Yeah, all those desserts were making me hungry too. For those of you who have your hands raised, I'm not sure if you want to share, Cecilia.
Hi, I'm Cecilia. I'm from Minnesota Dakotas, and I'm the president of my club. And every year we partner up with this nonprofit organization. We bring food packing like to our school. So like during like school, they come to like this building and we pack food like during the school day. And we get a lot of members. We get them from our Bills Club and other like neighboring key clubs, and it's probably like one of our biggest events the year.
Wow, that's so
Um, at our school, we also do dogs and dolls, which is something that we've recently done. And what that basically is we have like these like kind of like I don't know how to explain it, but like you stuff them like with cotton and um they're like
Stuffed
dogs and dolls,
animals. Yeah.
basically. Like you stuff the animals and then they like go to like they can either go to dogs who are like in shelters or they like go to children across from different nations around the world, which is pretty cool.
And those are probably our biggest projects the year round. So thank you.
that's awesome. Um, I'm seeing a lot in the chat too. I'm seeing back to school backpacks, walk awake-a-thon. These are all awesome. Um, there are so many different projects that you can do through Key Club. These are just some examples of what my Key Club has done. We have done friendship bracelets, cards, which I know a lot of you have said in the chat, origami projects, lunch bag decorations, friendship bracelets, and so much more. But what I really want you guys to think about is with these projects, who are you truly impacting? How far does your impact reach? Think about the difference that these small acts of service are making and how meaningful is it? And how could you make it grow, right? So, what steps could you take to amplify that actions even further? And that's why I want to introduce you to the ripple effect. The ripple effect is when a small single act triggers a series of impacts that expand outwards, influencing people and communities beyond your immediate reach. So if you imagine this single drop of water hitting a surface in like a very still pond, the ripples move outward in waves, touching parts of the water far beyond where this drop landed. So in the same way, every action we take, no matter how small, can lead to broader and sometimes even unexpected change. And so in our projects, each small effort we put in, whether it's volunteering, organizing a cleanup, or starting like a kindness campaign, has the potential to ripple outwards, reaching more people and impacting more lives than we could have ever imagined. And this is really important because it shows that small actions can lead to very big change. Small actions are easy to start up, they're easy to keep, and over time, if we keep doing these small things, they'll add up to create a big impact. It also encourages people to work together. Small actions are something that everyone feels comfortable and everyone can join in on, and it makes it very easy for other people to get involved, which builds teamwork, a strong community, and we can achieve a lot more when more people are working towards a small goal. It also can get attention and spread the word. So when other people see us doing something positive, they can do that too. And it helps spread the word over time. And it creates long lasting change because these ripple effects, they keep going. They don't require a lot of money or planning and they can be repeated over time. Of course, it can connect to bigger movements. So your small actions can connect to bigger change and inspire so many other people to get involved. So I want to give you an example of a ripple effect in action. And this is one of the examples that we did is the kindness campaign at our Santa Clara High School Key Club. And it started with a very simple goal. just to make or encourage acts of kindness around the school. And at first, we planned like small activities, like making thank you cards for the school staff. But we quickly realized that a few cards, they're not going to be able to make the huge difference that we want to make, right? But something amazing happened. The project grew when 6 other clubs joined in. So, together with 6 other clubs, we spread kindness not just within our school, but throughout the community. And hundreds of students took part in activities like making 300 origami hearts, 200 paper succulents, 30-foot long kindness chains, and paper flower gardens, all filled with positive messages. And these creations were shared at key moments during the school year, which is bringing like encouragement to teachers, students, and community members alike. So the point I want to make is what started out as a small act of kindness turned into a wave of positivity that kept going for months, and it reached far beyond our original plan of just encouraging acts of kindness around the school. And this is the power of the ripple effect. A single idea, when shared, can spread and grow, making a lasting difference. But it didn't just stop at Santa Clara High School. With so many people and groups involved and sharing it on social media, the campaign spread to other schools, as well as to local Boy Scouts and Girl Scout troops and robotics teams, where a lot of our Key Club members are also active. And so these members took the spirit of kindness into their activities, using it in community programs, outreach, and workshops. And so what started as this like very small gesture within our school quickly became a movement across the community, with acts growing as we collaborated with more and more people. And this ripple effect, it hasn't stopped. It keeps expanding as these groups share their experiences online, inspiring even more people beyond our immediate community to join in and spread kindness. And it shows how a single idea can grow into something so much bigger and touching lives that we really did not expect. The second example that I want to give is the egg carton recycling drive. So we wanted to do a small eco-friendly initiative that can raise environmental awareness. And so it started with a few Key Club members collecting egg cartons for recycling. But things really took off when the local library joined in and showcased a creative spaceship sculpture made entirely from these recycled cartons. This display captured the attention and inspired similar recycling drives in a lot of other areas. So seeing this growing interest, we expanded our project to create bubble envelopes as well, which the library transformed into a hot air balloon sculpture. And we expanded statewide with communities developing litter pizza and other displays to spread environmental awareness. Once again, our Key Club members were able to use the ripple effect to spread it even farther by creating an app to reduce carbon footprints and trash to treasure apps, which inspired others working on technical projects to consider nature-inspired designs and explore sustainable solutions. So once again, what started off as a very small-scale recycling effort grew into a community-wide movement, inspiring creativity, environmental responsibility, and new ideas for change. One thing I really want to point out is you don't have to start your own ripple. You can join pre-existing ripples. Santa Clara's High School's Key Club took this approach by harnessing the power of social media to amplify our efforts. There are so many opportunities in Key Club. There are Trick or Treat for UNICEF, there's cards for Prematurity Awareness Week. There's so many different opportunities, and a few cards, they're not going to make a huge difference. But when Key Clubbers around the world like all work towards the same goal, it can make a huge difference. And if you share what you're doing through social media, what you're doing as a small local effort can transform into a global campaign. And so through these collaborations, each club can raise awareness for important causes and extend the impact far beyond what any club could extend by itself. And so you can join a Ripple too. You do not have to start your own one. So I want to open it up. If you have any questions, you can ask right now. But also, if you have any other ideas as to how you can expand your Ripple, I would love to hear that too. And you can, once again, unmute, raise your hand, write it in the chat. Let me open the chat. Oh, Taylor, did you have a question?
Oh no, that might have been from like icebreakers. Let me remove that.
Okay. Rosie, did you have a question?
Hi, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Sorry, but I don't speak English very well. And I am the advisor of about 100 kids, boys and girls.
Wow.
I'm from Italy, and we are very happy to work for the children with Kiwanis International. Our Key Club is are free. Key Club of Cogliano Schools, Key Club of Cogliano Schools Bis, and Key Club Sibaris. Today, how many Kiwanian kids, boys and girls, are in the world?
I think there are 200,000. Is that right? Might be more.
Yes. So in our total Kiwanis family, there are over 600,000 members. So that is Kiwanis, Circle K, Key Club, goes all the way down. So over 600,000.
Okay, thank you, and thanks for this beautiful meeting.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. I'm seeing some hands raised. Isa?
Hi. This makes me think about an event that I'm at right now. So my school hosts we host multiple invitational competitions for like Science Olympiad and our B Alpha Theta or Math Olympiad. And for the competition that I'm at right now, which is our Math Olympiad Invitational, it's open to kindergartners to seniors all across school for about 8 hours to do math. And a way that they expanded the ripple was by partnering with our Key Club and allowing us to be the volunteers, running the proctoring, running the testing, and helping them make this event even better. So I think that's amazing.
It is amazing. And I think it's really important that like you can keep expanding and expanding and expanding the ripple so that it impacts so many different people. Yan, is that right? Did I say that right?
Yes. This is less about kind of my own ripple, but I'm a lieutenant governor at my division, and I think something that I see that happens that's really cool is when I go to like PCMs or presidential council meetings, like other clubs would share a really good idea, and I can see all the other presidents in the room going, "Oh, that's a really good idea." And then you start seeing that same idea being like done again and again, and I can like it's like me witnessing someone else's ripple, and that's really cool.
Yeah, that is so awesome. And I think a lot of projects that we do through Key Club are all through the ripple effect. Like you see another club doing it and you're like, oh, that's a good idea. Let's implement it in my school or my community. So I think that's so awesome. I'm seeing a lot of ideas in the chat of collaborating with other clubs, community outreach, volunteering in low-income areas. I'm seeing examples of partnering with other clubs on campus. So I think this is so awesome. This is amazing. And I love all the ideas that you guys brought. What I want to talk about next is I really want to talk about social media and how you can use that to impact to increase your impact. So collaboration and social media have been really important for the success of these initiatives. So by partnering with other clubs, schools, and community groups, you can pull together resources, ideas, and participants. But social media can take these partnerships to a new level, right? Through platforms like Instagram, we have turned local projects into larger movements that have gained attention and support from people around the world. I mean, there are over, I think, 600,000 Kiwanis members, and there's over like 40 countries. So there's no reason to really limit your impact to just your local community. So social media partnerships can allow you to take that impact to a whole new level, right? So right now, we are partnering with key clubs from different states and from across our division 12 West, to create some 3D printed components for their garden project. And so this is just a partnership of how working together and leveraging social media can expand the reach and make a big difference. I also want to say that the Key Club community is incredibly kind. I have never reached out for help or asked someone to help or collaborate and had like a rude response or a no. So leverage your partnerships, leverage this Key Club community because it is so, so helpful. Of course, use the skills that you've learned and that all Key Clubbers have. You have the ability to turn small initiatives into community movements. You have leadership skills, collaboration, project management skills. And so apply these skills to organize events, inspire others, and make your projects as impactful as possible. and truly remember that everybody does have the best intentions and does want to help. So I think that's super important to keep in mind. The key takeaways that I want you to take away is make sure you harness the power of small acts. You can build strong collaborations. You can join existing ripples. You can use social media to amplify your efforts. And you can use other people's inspiration to create real life change. So how can you broaden the impact of your service projects? And I'm also going to open it up for any final questions. And if you have any questions that you can't think of right now but want to email me, my email is over there. But yes, please raise your hand and let me know if you have any questions. Or share how you would like to create a ripple. And I will open the chat. Does anyone have any questions? Yeah, Gianna.
Yeah. By the way, this was a really great presentation. I really enjoyed it.
Thank
Can you
you.
please go back to like your slide with all the service projects that you've done at your like school or community, like with the cardboard mice and everything? Because I want to take a screenshot. Like there's so many like really interesting ones.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, these are all community service projects. Like for example, for this origami succulents we did for Teachers Appreciation Week, and we partnered with a lot of different clubs to be able to do that. So that's how we expanded our ripple for that, and that's how we were able to make 200. So that was really awesome. I think origami is also a really cool way to spread kindness. And then also we've partnered with other local community organizations. Hope's Corner, you can ship lunch bag community, like you can ship decorated lunch bags box too. And then the cardboard mice are for the Anti-Animal Cruelty Society, which is super cool. So yes, these are all great service projects. Danica?
So for your bracelets that you made for the special needs, how did you get the materials provided to make them?
Right. So for that project, we collaborated with Interact, and we do fundraisers at school. So we did the hot cocoa fundraiser earlier this year, and we also sell food at like school dances, like homecoming, and events like that. So we were able to raise some money for that from there, and then we were able to purchase the materials to create the bracelets and donate them to the special needs kids. Sometimes if funding is an issue, you can also reach out to your sponsoring Kiwanis organization and also host fundraisers. And sometimes if you collaborate with other clubs on campus, then you guys can split the funds, which really helps. And are there any other questions? If there are none, we can go back to the icebreaker.
I had a question for you.
Yeah.
So what is your favorite service project that you have done with your club?
I think my favorite service project is honestly the one that we're currently working on. We're collaborating with Westmont High School's Key Club, and we are creating 3D printed elements for their garden. So we're creating like this flower which holds like water, and then over time it will like leak it into the soil, and it goes hand in hand with their community garden that they are taking care of. And so this is a way to like help make their garden project more efficient. And I think it's super cool that we're collaborating with them. We've never collaborated with them before. And like we're making so many friends, and it's just so awesome.